9 Pandas is the fact that they qualified for the major last time and they didn't get to go due to visa issues. Now they're in an elimination game 1 and 2. It looks like a very difficult path to actually qualify for the major, but if they lose this today, that dream of actually going is dead. Dead again.
Yeah, dead again. And I mean, such the heartbreak too. Like dead again after, as you mentioned, qualifying for the previous one. So it could be heartbreak city for 9 Pandas. The same thing for Aurora, obviously. Here we go, live into the pistol round on Mirage. Dualies on iDisbalance. A little bit of utility on Diladez. No kit for the CT side. For the T side, pair of Molotovs and a smoke to utilize. And Diladez has already spotted a little bit of attention towards top middle.
Molotov towards Diladez. Oh, left a gap, and Deco's able to
got the fight he wanted.
Yeah, he did get the fight he wanted, not the result though, as Deco is able to open up here for Aurora as they go for the B pounce. Shelfie's here and steps in the apartments. Resalt under pressure with that Molotov, and Resalt goes down first here on the B bomb side defense. Shelfie follows quickly after, and Aurora with a convincing pistol round win.
Yeah, nice and easy. That's a pretty disgusting sequence. No reason to even rotate over if you're glowing and iDisbalance. You ain't winning this round. You might as well save the armor. 1 kill at the end of the day. Beautiful headshot. You aren't progressing into the bomb site. Certainly not with the time to defuse, but a couple of kills, and maybe they're motivated to move on forward, but that Gush is certainly going to keep it away. Glowing's going to have to back off. So pistol round to Aurora, 1-0.
Another hunt on. Lackey wanted to make sure they don't get that Kevlar. And he's going to take a fight against iDisbalance and win it. Knocks him off his perch. And Glowing's just going to wait and start the ramp on 2 HP. Relatively close towards him as well here. And Glowing's going to go down. So every single kill picked up here for Aurora. Locked into the pistol round. We'll see if there's a force buy here for 9 Pandas or if they go for the full eco.
Really, I don't think great fight selection at all from 9 Pandas. Like the smoke into the Molotov and window, like once they see that smoke pop, it's like we know there's someone's going to peek. We know exactly where that next fight is going to come from. Not paired up with a catwalk peek as well, so nothing to take the attention away. No one to exploit the fact that they're focused on window, 2 individual fights. And good work from Aurora to win out the pistol with some long-range Glock shots and a P250. P250.
Yeah, P250, always great to have on the T side, especially for those long-range fights, and Deco makes it work perfectly. So, Aurora out to the races. iDisbalance has been a player that's been around for such a long time, but never made it to a major. He's been a part of Team Spirit. He's been a player that everyone was excited about a couple of years ago as one of the next up-and-coming Alpers, but not necessarily hitting the heights. Due to maybe some consistency issues, maybe hitting his ceiling, but back again. He's got another opportunity here this year, Jason.
Not able to capitalize when he's been given some opportunities, so now he's got to do it the hard way. Got to grind his way back up. He's going to go for the glass cannon AWP right out of the gate, round number 3. There is that MAC-10 in play. Lack of head armor on Glowing, so keep your eye on that. And obviously the no armor on iDisbalance is off. That MAC-10 can sing. Deep utility, but no one from Aurora is behind these smokes, so that nade goes to waste as it breaks the base cat smoke.
iDisbalance gets the AWP out nice and early here. Smoked out of the window though. Not able to do too much about that. But his teammate's about to boost him up into ladder room. So he'll be, or rather, he's going to boost his teammate up onto the box outside of ladder room.
Yeah, just mid-control right now. Everything's standard. 9 Pandas, without a whole lot of utility in this opening buy, playing it pretty passively. Waiting for Aurora to attack into them. Another window smoke goes up. Diladez going to be challenged by Lackey. There's the flashbang in off the peak. Good job. Anti-flash, and gets a great timing on the swing after the fact.
So working with the advantage now for 9 Pandas. Aurora having to change this back with 40 seconds left. Kenzie's about to peek up in towards ladder room. Result's going aggressive and short with that action going down. Should actually turn its attentions underneath the window, but Result unable to take any of those kills and now dives back into short to try and help with the B-bomb side. But clacks out of pallets, gets taken out by Shelfie. And 4v3 is Diladez in the window. Great angle. right up on top of Norvi. So 2 versus 4 recovery here for Aurora with 20 seconds left. Doesn't look all that likely.
This follow-up in Palace can do some work, though. All out in the open. Oh, missed shot.
Yeah, that's
that would have been
opportunity. That's it.
Yeah, they had to have that kill in that sequence, and now Idas Balance very, very aware. Both players spotted out. Good swing from top stairs, and quickly the round is done. 9 Pandas survive with 4 players alive to get their first round on the board.
Yeah, not a whole lot of money here either for Aurora, so they're gonna have to likely take an eco. There's quite a bit of money on Clack, so maybe you can draw for go for a hero AK. But 9 Pandas is gonna be pretty happy with this first gun round. Kept the majority of their players up as well. 4 on the board still. Have an opportunity now to build the CT economy early.
What do you say? What do you say, Dinko? Translate that.
Don't wanna try, to be honest.
Don't wanna close my eyes. Clax with the deagle down at a ramp. Gonna be taken down very, very low.
Good shot.
And exploded.
Yeah. Goodbye, Clax. He's got to feel pretty rough in this whole engagement, doesn't he? He's like, yes, Clax, you will be our bargaining chip. We want Resalt.
Yeah. He really, we didn't really touch on the Clax side of the equation, did we?
No one does. No one thinks about Clax.
It's never the fun position to be in when you're just the, bargaining chip is a good way to put it, of just like the expendable guy.
We want you here least. So if you would just, you know, go to that team or be unemployed.
There is like a very, it's a very solid message of, we think this guy's better than you.
Yeah. And that, you know, he's going to have a chip on his shoulder. 6-2 start for Clax. Where's the rest of his squad? He wants to win this one. All right, a lot of money left over for Clax. $7,000. He'll get the AWP out.
Yeah, but speaking of money, I mean...
Throw it over to Deco. And Clax has to get a Galil. So he's the one with the most money, and he has to play with the worst weapon. You see, this is Clax. This is the life of a Clax.
It's all good. You know, sometimes you got to do things for the team, and there's a certain level of satisfaction you can get internally for being the team player.
Yeah, sure.
Only one player's gone down in the past 2 rounds for 9 Pandas, so they got a good economy behind them already. And a clear of A ramp, that's going to be heard. That information passed through Aurora that 9 Pandas early on have gained control of A ramp and know nobody's home.
Yeah, Aurora aware that the lack of money in the next round could be a big problem for them if you allow 9 Pandas to build here. So just a lot slower to kick things off. Norvi, the in-game leader, playing through the underpass. He's got Lackey up on short. B-split opportunity being set up here, but Shalfie, that smoke.
They haven't spotted this catwalk play. He's crept up quietly this whole time.
And Shalfie gonna peek out towards Cat, gets that information. Lackey's slow approach is now stalled out, so Resalt under pressure. He just bounces AWP, gonna miss a crucial shot, and this puts Resalt under a lot of pressure inside of the bomb site. Norvi's gone down elsewhere. Idas Balance moving into the open, and Resalt got nothing done. Nor did Idas Balance. A lot of great opportunities here for the 9 Pandas defense, but they don't make it happen on the initial plays. And now Deco cutting off the final 2 players, and that is the kind of impact you want from your AWPer.
Yeah, really rough sequence. That first kill towards Catwalk is great, but couldn't get off the platform in time. Molotov at his feet, Spam coming through the smoke. He stuck around to fire some bullets back, and I think that's what got him killed. But after that, it is the misses from Idas Balance. One kill up in holes for Market from that AWP, and Resalt's got a little bit more time and space to work with. Kills came out elsewhere, but man, they just could not hold on to this B bomb site. Well struck from Aurora, they're up by 1. And that's an AWP difference in the round.
Well, they still got a good buy here in 9 Pandas, so coming out again with that AWP. And Idas Balance will get headshots this time. So Lackey goes down on ramp, he has to drop back. Glowing was his sacrificial bodyguard, but Norvi already up through connector. And if I'm Idas Balance, I'm a little pissed off because Diladez just get caught in the open, wasn't watching connector, and it's all falling apart here for the defense.
That's a couple times now we've seen 9 Pandas lose track of a player in middle. Very fast pace from Aurora. Going 1 for 1, opening up the mid play to take down the AWP, which opens up the Palace play to take down the player in jungle. And all the individuals from Aurora synced up at different parts of the map. Good teamwork, good collapse onto this A bomb site, and the defense crumbles.
Well, not the start 9 Pandas would have liked.
Not at all.
I think their initial gun round.
I'd say the exact opposite.
Yeah, true. But their initial gun round looked pretty good. You know, they only lost 1 player. You think it's all looking pretty for 9 Pandas?
There's a little bit of like a slower tactical round, that first gun round from Aurora. Now that they've picked up the pace in this round, we obviously see them, they've just battered down the defense. Money is kind of in a rough place. Oh, that's...
It gets worse. It gets way worse.
I did not see that coming.
Nor did Result. Balance even started this round off with an opening kill, but unfortunately, this was just terrible. The A defense, unfortunately, getting caught looking the wrong way, not aware of the blind spots, not aware of the gaps. And Aurora able to exploit them. So M4 for Shelfie, he's going to have to be the hero.
Rifles of Aurora doing a good job making space for the AWP to get involved in the action. That push gets nothing done. Galil takes down the M4, now it's just unarmored USPs. That rifle, no chance of being recovered. So Aurora's going to go up to 5 more than likely.
Well, so far, I mean, given the fact that you brought up the recent head-to-heads between 9 Pandas and Aurora, you would have to favor Aurora coming into the series, and I think the start of this map is definitely helping that.
Yeah, they're looking sharp right now.
They're looking great. Result not going to win that fight, landing a lot of bullets and eventually taken out by Norvi. Now 9 Pandas with eye disbalance and glowing, stuck inside of connectors. So 5-2 coming right up for Aurora. B-bomb site empty. Oh, ooh, that's not great.
Yeah, he's actually alone now. I mean, thank God this is just against USPs.
Yeah, well, at this point, they could do anything. And they just have to plant the bomb, and they won the round.
Brawling's picked up an AK, and he's got to prioritize keeping it in his hand, so he's going to back off to the A-bomb site. 5-2. Yeah, Aurora looking really, really good. No stopping power quite yet from 9 Pandas. They got to address the issue in middle. Player getting up catwalk to the B-bomb site without being spotted. Player getting up con to trade an op inside the A-bomb site without being spotted, without being handled. Middle of the map is getting exposed for 9 Pandas, and that AK-47 does go down at the end of the day. So Aurora move forward with a 3-round lead. It might be time for a timeout.
I think you're right. I think this is 9 Pandas in a real rough spot at the moment, and doesn't look like it's getting any better for them. Maybe just wait to see how the outcome of this gun round goes before they go for that timeout, but might be a little bit too late. You're allowing Aurora up to 6, likely 7.
Yeah, and this is one of these matches where, like, because there's like such a large personal element to it, you can very easily get kind of lost in the emotion.
Yeah.
Like this can happen. This can feel very fast as a player. And they do try and handle middle. 2 players push up towards top middle. Eye disbalance hits a shot towards ramp. There's the M4 inside the bomb site. Op misses the follow-up shot, but they're doing a good job of holding on so far. 3 versus 4.
Just direct hit in towards the A bomb site for Aurora, and it's not gone well for them. Great defense from 9 Pandas. They played a lot more passive this time.
Oh, I mean, let's be real. It helps that eye disbalance hits that first shot.
True. But he did have that first shot in the previous gun round, but because they were playing aggressive on ramp, the trade came in immediately, whereas this time, the rifles have better spots.
And the two players pushed towards mid means they knew nobody was pushing towards
exactly.
con.
So yeah, much better.
They had a few different elements.
A few different elephants in the room.
A lot of elephants.
There is a lot of elephants.
Speaking of elephants, we've got our first timeout.
Hey, look at this. I love that Lackey is using his kilowatt case as sort of a footstool.
A footrest?
Yeah, everyone's getting one of those over in Shanghai.
It looks like he's got 2.
I think it's just opened. You know?
Oh, sure.
It's just opened up and folded out.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's got a little waving cat as well. He's got a lucky cat on his desk. You see that?
Yeah.
That has to be one of the most highly produced items in the world. The lucky cat. I feel like I've seen millions of them in my lifetime, and I haven't been to China.
And you're a young man.
Yeah, exactly. And I haven't even been to China, where I'd imagine they're most popular.
They're everywhere. Love those jerseys.
They are pretty cool.
Get hyped up, boys. Let's go, Pandas.
It's still a good buy for Aurora. Although this round will likely decide who has the momentum for the next 2 rounds here.
Yeah, it's going to be economic control. Although 9 Pandas have some money to
missing
rebuy.
these window smokes now, Jason.
Yeah, they're a little sketchy. That was a big topic of conversation when the update came in.
Kenzie. Looking to be a little bit risky around these smokes.
He's kind of thinking any play I want to make is sort of taken away from me by that missed smoke. It's dropped in front of my face. Omp is going to peer into the A bomb site, finds glowing. Just wanted to jiggle to top ramp, and that opens up the avenue to start moving in. Need to start putting down some smokes to cross, but Kenzie's going to open things up from Khan. Once again, middle, a real point of contention. Shelfie brings it back, and we're now at a 3-on-3 as the bomb gets planted.
Strong post plants for Aurora. 1 player at Palace, 1 on Tetris, 1 at Ramp. Actually, the Palace players elected to play on default instead. Problem for 9 Pandas is going for this retake without any utility is going to be tough. You can't force Clax out of Firebox. You can't force the Ramp players further back or even cover off their vision. So this looks good for Aurora, especially with the time ticking on now. Clax hears them come in, and they don't check him. They lazy peek him. He's got the kill on result. That's the round done. Clax on the double. Can't get all 3, but he'll be happy with the round win.
Boom.
Deco gets away with his AWP. Shelfie goes down on the site, and that's 9 Pandas forced to make a decision. Now they've got 3 players with 4K, so they can still get a decent enough buy here, but Aurora, they're putting themselves in the best position possible to have a great T-side in this first half.
Yeah, and you brought it up before this game went live, the element of Deco being able to elevate Aurora as a team and make them look much, much better. He's had some very big rounds. This is a nice opening he provides. We saw him parked up in Buchholz earlier, cutting off rotations, winning out a 2v2 with his op shots towards market at the B-bomb site. So that op is having impact. It's not popping off, but he's doing his job, and it's looking real solid because the riflers are creating the opportunities for him to be patient with the op and find some easy angles and easy shots. So Fierce calls a timeout for 9 Pandas. I read a news story about a man who, his kid dropped a toy in a panda enclosure at the zoo.
Okay.
So he jumped in to go get it, and this panda started charging at him. And all the bystanders shouted, "Stand your ground, it's a panda, it's pretty chill."
Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, basically. It turns out pandas are still bears, so it did bite the guy twice on each leg. Damn. Yeah.
That for a toy, Jason.
All for a toy.
Well, that's true love.
Don't underestimate pandas.
That is inspirational father right there.
Yeah. I wouldn't do it. Speaking as a father.
No.
I would not be jumping into a bear enclosure.
But a panda. Imagine getting attacked by a panda.
You don't see it every day, do you?
No. Usually, the only thing I ever see of videos of pandas online is humans dressed up in panda suits helping the pandas out. That's all I see. Okay.
I'm glad you went to helping the pandas out. That felt like it was gonna go to a weird place.
Yeah. Well, Dilodez 5-7 from the top of connector to the head of Kenzie. And the double spray opportunity was there for Friday's balance. He did some damage onto the second player. Okay. So Dilodez finishes him off. 9 Pandas. They're suddenly on the charge.
It appears the foot has the other shoe now.
Yes. The other shoe. Deco and Clax. Pretty impossible round to pull back now with all the util going into the underpass. Bomb being at top mid. Time that molly fades away, we're at 36 seconds here, and it's gonna be rough to even move forward. So Deco's just gonna wait patiently for a mistake, and 9 Pandas will not provide because they know how much of a golden ticket this round victory is.
Those pesky 5-7s.
They're so good. Keep it clean if you're the 9 Pandas. Don't drop anybody here.
I mean, Clox just desperately wants a rifle. He's just hoping he can get. Ooh, okay, nice little nade.
Oh, it blasted into the wall. He got it, but at what cost? Okay, he got a headshot and he got away.
Oh,
enough. 1 second left on the clock as well, just before he dies, though. So very fortunate to get away with the bonus cash. Otherwise, could have been a rough scenario.
That's a banger shot from the Glill, though. That quick peek when you've been brought down to red HP under pressure. Dilladev stepping through the smoke. Cheeky, cheesy kill.
Do you like your cheese drippy, Jason?
Sometimes. On nachos, yes.
That's good. Look at that buy from Aurora. It's got some holes in it. Like Swiss cheese.
Well, last time we saw this kind of a situation with the op, Deco peeked into the A bomb site to go for a pick. iDisbalance is looking for this play back at Ticket. So maybe a flashbang to take him off the angle, and you get Deco to keep him pinned down while the pistols try and create some magic.
Kenzie going down first. Aurora lost the advantage immediately.
That's their mid player, and he's been a real nuisance. Only 4 kills, but he's had some very impactful isolated frags coming through Con, so a good piece to find. And that little play to set Deco up for an op pick towards Ticket doesn't pan out. iDisbalance never peeks back into him, and they have to back away. Aurora kicking themselves for losing against the 5-7.
That could have been a fantastic scoreline at the half here, but missing out on that opportunity. Becomes increasingly likely that we see 9 Pandas try and draw this back to an even scoreline. 35 seconds left. That's all they've got to work with here, Aurora.
I mean, what you're going to do is go up Con, make some noise, try and take some attention away, and find Lackey some time to jump on in. He's going to try and initiate, and he will. Oh, he delivers. Yeah. That's a very nice opening kill. He's still got Glowing,
20 seconds, though, and that's a big problem. Glowing out of the wood. Just needs to deliver. He's got 1, and he stayed committed to the fight, and so he gets traded out. Low HP on the Aurora players as they move into the bomb site. Plant coming in right now. Not stopped by any of the players from 9 Pandas, and this is flipped back for Aurora, but a shot off the top of the Ticket here from iDisbalance. His teammate Resalt moves into the bomb site. iDisbalance taken it away. And it has to be Resalt in this 1v1 up against Deco, who's elusive as he goes behind triple. But Resalt goes into the firebox, and now Deco's starting to second guess where he could have gone. But Resalt, oh! The flick out to the headshot. Deco's down low. And the opera moves around triple, but Resalt comes in. And it's their ex-teammate that pulls off a great clutch here to keep this going for 9 Pandas in the first half as they get closer and closer to tying it up.
Yeah, it's a feel-good clutch for Resalt, the 1v2. I mean, technically a 2v2, but he gets both the final kills as his teammate goes down. Really, really well-constructed round for Aurora. Crazy to see him get this close. This was a 4v5 as well. And hit some absolutely lovely shots. That one on Catwalk from Lackey is beautiful, but just enough on the returns on the rebuttals from 9 Pandas and specifically Results. Oh, that's a scream.
That's a yell and a half.
That sounded like someone got stabbed. That's how hyped up they are.
Getting stabbed hype. Shelby swinging. Double from the bottom at connector. Deco to bring him down with a deco, and Aurora's still fighting, but fight as much as they want. They can't stop this from happening. It is going to be a 6-6 scoreline. Great comeback from 9 Pandas. Crucial clutch won by Resalt. They won a 5-7 round. It wasn't the prettiest defensive half, but it was effective enough to make sure the scoreline stays even.
Yeah, it wasn't, but credit to him. Like on a half like that, to scrape together 6 to find some magic here and there. Aurora, I think, it looks like a much stronger team and just could not convert some of the critical rounds. Those last 3, that's beautiful from 9 Pandas. Coming right back into this, so as close as you like in this emotional grudge match.
Yeah, emotional grudge match indeed. Kenzie, he's got the Queserado sitting position. You know, just the desk super high, shoulders up.
Yeah, the good posture.
Yeah, great posture. He's fragging out as well. Good double from Shelfie. That helped out 9 Pandas.
Man, I'm frustrated if I'm Aurora.
Yeah, just how many chances they had in that first half to be able to walk away with a very convincing scoreline. This could have been 8-4 for Aurora out of the half, but we'll have to settle for 6. Pistol round coming right up. Jewel Berettas on Kenzie and Deco.
Only 3 opening kills for Aurora. Still managing to scrape together 6. Doing very good job in the man disadvantaged situations. Julie's on Kenzie and Deco. 3-man start at the A bomb site. 9 Pandas geared up towards B. And Deco at the B bomb site with those Julies is, I imagine you're going to look for him to get into a cheeky corner. A little bait and switch.
Norvi, hungry for some information. Gonna start moving up into the apartments. Around the corner is Dilladez, glowing in behind him. Lackey kicks off this pistol with a kill on Result. Info picked up for Norvi, that's all he wanted. So jump out of the window and then release Deco into the swing. Important that Dilladez got that trade effectively, and now he's searching for the second player. Dilladez is deadly. Second kill, locked into this pistol, bomb planted, and 9 Pandas look to secure the pistol round victory here.
Oh, keep the Glock, my man. USP gonna peek in towards the market door. 2 players. Kenzie trying to keep him pinned down. Oh, nope. Good on you. Take that USP.
Yeah, and he makes it work well onto Kenzie. Uses his own pistol against him. Now Lackey and Clax left at a 2v2. Shelfie playing it short. He's going to peek out to the right side and separate himself into that 1v1 fight against Lackey. Now Clax moves into the bomb site, taps the D. If he was no kid on his back, nor any utility, this pistol is too far gone. And Shelfie closes the round with a double. Great impact from Dilladez.
Yeah.
9 Pandas have the pistol.
3 kills for Dilladez, including that opening over towards bench. Well, all the openings, but really that one towards bench that actually secures the bomb site. Absolutely filthy. Tracks him the whole way, spots a little bit of leg, and look at this pre-fire as well.
Yeah, great.
Beautiful.
Even doing it on the USP. And I know you're a big fan of the Glock in the pistol rounds, Jason.
Glocks are very scary.
They are very scary. Davai, davai.
Yeah, if you needed to see how much it means to them, this elimination game. 9 Pandas taking every opportunity to get hyped up. That's 4 in a row now for 9 Pandas going back to the end of the first half.
Clax waiting, here comes the flashes, and here comes Shelfie. No stopping him as he comes out of the ramp. Clax is down first, glowing to make sure Deco follows suit, and glowing jumping with that MAC-10. 9 Pandas ripping the pistols, and even a little bit of team kill action going on.
Just a little bit of love. He's flirting. Teagle can't connect enough to take down Results before the plants. And now they know exactly where Kenzie is, so likely he'll back away, maybe go for one little kill, but 8 now for 9 Pandas as they take a lead, and it should be a full-blown save in the next round for Aurora.
Terrorists win.
Peace.
Out of there. Well, you mentioned the head-to-heads. Aurora coming out on top of them. But it really doesn't matter if 9 Pandas win today. And currently 9 Pandas have taken the lead. Yeah, Dilladez.
Breaking the 4th wall.
I like that.
Yeah.
A little bit of Deadpool action right there. What's your favorite 4th wall breaking film, Jason?
What an obscure question that is. I have no idea.
It's got to be Deadpool then.
I mean, yeah, well, let's go with the recency bias. Taking a shot at the multiverse was nice. I enjoyed that.
Yeah. Ooh, Result and his balance, making sure these pistols don't become pesky. Sees that? Good for 1. And then taken down in return. So we're looking at 9-6 before the first buy comes out here for Aurora. And they can get the AWP out if they want on Deco here. And that's exactly what's going to happen. So he's going to take its glass cannon. Going to have a little util around it, but important to get the AWP out on the CT side early on, especially when the scoreline's this close and you're behind. So let's see what Deco can do. He can turn this game around on the CT side, especially when there's no AWP to combat him. So he's going to have free reign over these angles. Kenzie's just spamming up top middle. Lackey was with him. But 9 Pandas real quick about taking mid control. Kenzie gone.
Yeah, nice break though. Good idea. Just couldn't handle the fight. Well struck from Kenzie.
Not ramp though. Result replying. It's Deco off the top of Ticket. It was so important that he got that AWP in his hands. A big investment to go glass cannon and get caught in the open like that. So AWP is gone. 3v3 established thanks to the back and forth, but Kenzie's burned out of his position right into the fight against Shalfie. And 9 Pandas put themselves in a better position of a 3-2. Minute 5 seconds left. Clax just dropping down off of the Palace Wood, positioning himself to deal with the threat of connector and ramp. It's going to be a big hold here from Clax, and he's under a lot of pressure, and he's not able to handle it. Result gets rid of him, and that's the side taken.
Oh, what a tough scenario for Clax to be in. Lackey now in a 1v2, 1v3, but he finds the first kill.
And he's got it down to this, and a grenade right on top of Vitus. Balance opens up a 1v1 fight for Lackey. No kid on his back. And he's got to figure out where Result is playing from. Result at Tetris. Going to put the pieces in place here to win this 1v1. Lackey moves into the site behind Triple, and he's spotted out Result. He gets the dink off, but Result still wins the clutch. And that's another 1vx situation picked up for Result. You know, these impact rounds, these swing rounds, these crucial moments in the game, they're all going 9 Pandas' way. It feels like Aurora haven't won any of those.
And I like watching Result when he wins those clutches too, not let himself go too crazy, really staying within himself and realizing, you know, job's not done. Nice little clutch there, but the win is not yet secured, so not any kind of crazy celebration, not any kind of going nuts for winning a couple important rounds against your teammates, just keeping it all contained. And a good round from 9 Pandas. Some of the initial fights not going the way they would have liked, but again, taking mid control and being able to trade off everything. I think a very big kill is Result opening up right here. Yeah. Deco with the AWP on top of Ticket is focused on middle to try and help his teammate. And a perfect timing found by Result.
A lot of risks involved in just hopping up on top of Ticket while there's no smoke down ramp, where your teammate's not watching the exit. And Deco's risk does not pay off. This ends up looking a little bit silly. It's a rough scenario here for Aurora. Lackey's going to get the M4 out. He's looking to be the hero. His teammates are saving money for a buy in the next round, but 11-6 is almost guaranteed here for 9 Pandas. Now this is Aurora's map pick. They decided to take this fight to Mirage. You likely knew that it would be a competitive matchup. I think that's going to be the case for the first two here. We've got Dust2 up next. Smoke blown open, Lackey given vision, and Dilladez to go down.
It's a good find with the only rifle that you have, but oh boy, that's a great find with the Deagle.
Fantastic find.
Yeah, that's a very fortunate find. However, I was going to say, there's no defense at the B bomb site, which is now swarmed and overrun. With those 2 kills, they might want to go for it, but it's almost like send the pistols in, let Kenzie bait with the M4, because he can save that at the end of the day if it doesn't go in their direction, and already taken a ton of damage down to 57.
Post plant's not that bad here for 9 Pandas. You got I just balance watching the doorway of the market. You're going to hear them leaping through the window, but Result 1-for-1 isn't going to be too comfortable just yet, but with a lack of kit, now the kills for 9 Pandas. Deco can't win this. He's looking to make it really expensive. Doesn't matter though, as Shalfie just domes him. No safe weapons for Aurora. And the round will land before the bomb goes off. Surely, yep, Shalfie's going to make it into the next, so he doesn't go down to that either.
Shalfie's having a game. This is really cool to see. 18-8 for him. He's been a beast.
Yeah, I've been a big fan of Shalfie for a long time. He went to the Major before a couple of times, but I think he was one of the players that maybe didn't live up to the expectations we have for him after seeing him on his first times out with Force. Great to see him having a good time here with 9 Pandas and looking to survive elimination.
I love it. They're getting so pumped. Finally, Deco slowed down this 9 Pandas attack, punishing Shalfie as he comes out top mid. Takes out the top fragger and a big advantage for Aurora's defense.
Result, good damage on a Clax. That grenade might finish him off. Went deep, and so Clax has dropped to 33 HP instead. Here comes Glowing up through the stairs. Gonna be clearing out towards CT, but Deco, great shot. Dilladez gone. Down to just 2 players, and Deco gets away with another one. 3 kills in the round, and that's what we're talking about when we talk about Deco impact. His AWP comes out. He had a bit of a fluffed round a few rounds ago where he gets ripped off the top of the ticket, but in this round he gets a triple, and that's the round done.
And Result goes for a very similar kind of play, right? When so much attention is being taken towards middle, especially when he notices the AWP, he tries to challenge up the A ramp, which is where he got that opening kill a few rounds back. This time Aurora is prepared for it. There's some safety over towards Ticket. You've got a player in Cubby who's very close, ready to swing, and Result doesn't get the time or the space to work with. And I imagine we'd just see iDisbalance at the end of the day save this AWP with 30 seconds on the clock. No need to hunt if you're Aurora. You need the money more than you need this kill.
Well, that's for sure. Another game going on at the moment. Not just 9Pandas versus Aurora. We've got Sashi versus Virtus.pro going on. And Sashi's on a miracle run at this RMR. It's been great to see them in that position. They're fighting for a spot at the Major. And Virtus.pro seem very mortal right now, so Sashi have a great opportunity to take them down today.
Yeah, they've looked just as kind of disappointing as they have most of the year.
At least they're consistent.
True. There is something to be said about consistency. Well done from Deco. Sees the trajectory of the Molotov, takes a shot through the smoke. Aurora needs more of that out of the AWP.
Nine Pandas start with 3 at mid. Deco to peek. Doesn't want to run the corner too much in case he gets punished by iDisbalance's waiting up. Resalt ever patient with the bomb on his back just outside of the apartments.
9Pandas altogether the most patient we've seen them in this half. This is a much more slow and calculated round. The AWP wants to peek up through Con towards the A bomb site, but Lackey, no one's watching this. He might have a double kill.
Oh, he had a chance for it. Just wasn't anticipating the second player. Deco needs to be careful here, but he's taking the risky fight. He's getting involved against the pistol, and he's going to lose his life. Now they come through the smoke.
Jesus.
Big shot from Shelfie. He's going to continue to move up. 2v2, 43 seconds left. Kenzie denies that bomb plant and knows exactly where Shelfie is, and Kenzie will finish them both off.
Yeah, just a couple missed details, but you know, Deco getting aggressive there opened up the opportunity for 9Pandas to steal that round, snatch it right back into their control. No one watching Catwalk, no one expecting that kind of a peek. An easy frag for Lackey, easy information, and Deco still having some impact with the AWP despite the decision to continue that engagement. And Aurora is within 3.
Yeah, you can see right now for 9Pandas, they're out of money, they're out of funds, and so a second tactical timeout coming out. The first time they called it, they turned their ship around in the first half, so Fierce obviously had some great input there. Obviously some clutches on their way too.
Last time these two teams played Mirage in a series, it's 13-11 victory for Aurora. So a close affair down the stretch that they've gone back to. Timeout is called, but there's no money to really do anything with it. Losing bonus, not all that large, so mostly a save for 9Pandas. I'd be a little surprised if we didn't see at least one deagle, but maybe iDisbalance is just saving for the AWP. He's got the most money to pick that up.
Kenzie currently 1-6 in opening duels, so just keep an eye on that throughout the half.
Yeah, but his one was on the CT side, you know? So credit to him.
Yeah, good job. Flax with a triple, Deco on the 5-7, and this round is wrapped up. Didn't have to wait long to get the buy back out here for 9Pandas. And they would have taken their time out in anticipation of this round. So let's see what they're able to come up with. Got the AWP out for iDisbalance. Had a couple of rounds where he's sure missed some shots, but had a few rounds where he's had great impact. He's hoping that this T-side campaign is able to kick off in the right way for him. Lodez to make his way down into the lower parts of the underpass.
Well, the question is, now that Aurora has settled this half down a little bit, they've won a couple of rounds, they've made 9Pandas play a little bit more honest, a little bit more standard, not as chaotic and fast-paced. Does 9Pandas have the ability to put a slower round together, a more tactical round together?
comes Dillodez. Through the lower tunnels into the open. Kenzie waiting inside a connector. Side is balanced to take Clax out of that. Now Kenzie waiting. Great shot. Glowing going down. 4v4 as he'll go up towards top middle. Kenzie on the charge up. And look at this fight for Shelby. He's going to win it. He's looking locked in. He is looking so sharp for the 9 Pandas.
They have bomb and T-spawn, so they actually don't need to commit to this A bomb site whatsoever. Deco doesn't realize it quite yet, but this can get awkward because there's a timing where you just lose track of where Deco is, and your 2 players are split entirely. Dillodez is here to watch for that rotation through CT spawn, and Deco's going to catch the bomb. Oh no, he doesn't have the timing with this sprint, but he'll have the information at the least. Or maybe not.
Oh.
Nope, now he hears it.
Yeah, he's definitely heard it now, so he can go back. He'll know where they're heading. He'll know they're going to the B bomb site, but it's still going to be a difficult 1v2.
Well, Dillodez hasn't moved.
Yeah, he's expecting him to come through CT spawn, or that possibility to be that, but the bomb is being planted for him, so he can stay alive into the late round, and as long as, if Shalfie goes down, then Dillodez is going to become the most important player to close it out in that post-plant position, but they know now where Deco is. He's going to dive out and immediately take Shalfie, so it does come down to Dillodez's positioning at the market. And Deco, he's fully banked on that play. He's fully aware of that possibility. He's playing in the market, especially now where he's seen the bomb planted. So he's just having a look. Dillodez playing passive, goes for the peak at the perfect time and is able to close it on Deco. Denies him the 1v2, and 12 rounds now secure for 9 Pandas as they are about to win Mirage.
Yeah, really nice plant position after all is said and done. Way to handle a weird situation. Looking back, Deco's going to realize if he kept pushing up towards stairs, he might have had the absolute perfect play to win the round, but this all comes down to the late pounce in the middle from Aurora. Shelfie handles it perfectly.
I really love
he's
how
doing it again.
I love
doing it again.
He's amazing. It's working, man. I feel like I'm starting to like Dillodez more. It really works. Like,
yeah, he's growing on you.
Yeah, he's like making it personal. I feel like he's laughing along with me.
Sure.
I feel like I'm not just an outsider looking through the window. Jason.
Just another one of the guys.
Yeah, part of the group. Well, they won the round. Might not look like it when you see how many Galeos they've got.
Yeah, this is prime for Aurora to go on like a little 3-round run. Fully kitted out, plenty of money, 4 M4s, all utility, plenty of kits, AWP in the hands of Deco. And he's dropped down. First shot miss, and he's down very low. Well, surely a nade's coming in, and he's gone.
Yeah, that's a tough one for Deco. Kenzie at least able to get the trade back, but this fight for Lackey is everything for Aurora. And he is able to win his fight against High Disbalance. Here comes Result out of the ramp.
Yeah, but this is so readable. He's done this. This is the 3rd time he's done this.
Yeah, but will Clax be able to handle it? He's in sandwich. If Result just clears this, if he just checks it.
Yeah, but do you ever clear this when you're in that position when you get up?
Well, if he's not pressured from anywhere else. Clax should be traded. But Glowing's gone down. There's Result to clear it. Clax goes down on sandwich. Shelfie on the follow-up. And 9 Pandas bring this back as they look to close out the map right now. And with a game that Shelfie's playing, you can understand why 9 Pandas are now looking at victory. Lackey's at short. Result and Shelfie, they swing together and they combine for a 13-9 victory. That is incredible for 9 Pandas, and in particular, Shelfie.
Yeah, what an incredible series or map from him, and obviously the impact kills in that final round. Shelfie powers 9 Pandas to take away Aurora's map pick. Elimination series, and they're up 1-0. One of those two guys, you know, this is the deciding event basically between Donk, Monacy, and Zaiwu in there as well. And if you get one of them crashing and burning, they're going to just drop down and they're going to miss out on that chance to fight for it.
Well, we're about to get into the pistol here. And that's what I'm excited about. 9 Pandas versus Aurora continuing for survival here at the RMRs. Dust2. 9 Pandas on the T side. Aurora on the CT side.
Aurora's going to challenge up towards Dark. Molotov towards Catwalk. Perfect to negate the aggression that was there. 9 Panda's happy to have long control, and Result is going to be playing on his own. The isolated player towards Catwalk. There's the peek. He sees 2. Now he sees 3. He saying, all right, 2 catwalk, 1 middle, long is clear. They're going to come actually attack to take him out. Good job going 1 for 1 in the situation. Bomb planted and a tough retake for Aurora.
Yeah, real tough. But they have a grenade and they have a flash. No kid on the backs of the remaining 4 players, so Aurora have to move with some haste. And they're going to get close to the site, but I's balance dispatches of Deco. Great start here from 9 Pandas, looking to hold on for the pistol victory. Norby down low, had a tough time individually on Mirage, not able to get it going here to kick off the pistol despite the 2 from Clax. So 9 Pandas win the pistol.
Yeah, really nice pistol round for 9 Pandas, getting out long. Result grabs all the information you need over at Xbox and an easy plant at a free A bomb site with no chance of the retake. Well done from 9 Pandas. And Idis balance in the post plant is perfect, staying alive inside the bomb site.
Yeah, Idis balance traditionally over the years of his career. I like him a lot. I like
Yeah,
him.
you're in?
Yeah,
You're
I'm a
buying
fan.
what he's selling?
He's great. 4th wall breaker, man of screams and devise. I'm sold. But Idis balance, back in the day, used to always love an Idis balance game on Dust2.
Yeah.
Once he gets the AWP out,
it's
his playground.
I could be convinced to watch another one.
Yeah, you might have to win this game. You know, you might have to see them again a little bit later down the line. Idis balance the search of his first major. Still a long way away. They're taking short here, 9 Pandas. Utility going out, smoke, and follow-up flashes, and result sent forward.
Glowing, going to be able to cut off any kind of a push in mid. Oh, given a footstep. Kenzie's calling it out. One's behind double doors. Shalfie comes and joins up with him on catwalk to watch his back. There's a long flank coming in. All of Aurora converging to this location. So Glowing works himself out of danger and grabs a new position. Idis balance about to lose this AK-47. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not.
Kill from Shalfie. Clax, despite being low HP, I mean 1 health.
Dude, those are actually
his life.
Huge kills from Idis balance. That AK-47 was in a lot of danger, and that would have been horrifying to lose it. We know what a saved AK-47 can do. So good on him to get a pair of kills, although rough on him to work himself in a scary situation.
You can almost see the sigh of relief as soon as the round's over.
I have a sigh of relief. That's like one of the most tilting kills to watch. Is an AK-47 on a round like that, just kind of being off on their own on the map.
Yeah.
As a coach as well, that's a very tilting thing when one of your players do that as well.
Yeah, not a fan of that. Well, Aurora, they've got a Scout for Deco and a Deagle for Kenzie. Not a whole lot else to talk about apart from a few pieces of utility. And 9 Pandas, another great start. This on Dust2, they're just continuing their form. So this is worrying for Aurora. You mentioned earlier in this tournament that teams of this level are very momentum-based, especially on a map like Dust2. A 9 Panda could get out to a real hot start here, and Result is already out long. He's going to get taken out by Clax in return from that CZ.
What's happening? Way too individual. Now they should still be able to recover, but a Galil is picked up. That's out towards long. Bomb is on its own. Could be a big find. USP, unfortunately. Scout not out. No Deagle as well. Could have been a very lucky Deagle headshot to drop the bomb and make this round interesting, but it should be all secured for 9 Pandas now. Mac 10 peek down into mid. Shalfie continuing his aggression after the hot Mirage that he had. Full of confidence.
Shalfie out of the window. Clax hits the deck, and Deco just on the other side of the door looking to do some damage before their first buy round, but he can't do it. So Idis balance. Great start here. 5-1 for him. 3-0 start for 9 Pandas, and finally Aurora will return with a purchase. And big AWP out straight away for Deco.
Yeah, and Idis balance picks his up as well. You mentioned him. This is a good shot from Result, but really eager to go hunting for some eco frags after the fact and just get straight up dropped. Shalfie having the impact as Aurora was coming in to set up for our desperate retake. They don't even get to begin it. Boost up for an AWP pick. Very delayed cross, waiting for that smoke to plume.
Nine Pandas looking to just feel out their opponent here. Let's see what kind of situation they've got dealing with. Is the op up short? Is there any CT aggression? Looks like there's not until this point. Kenzie unleashed with a flash thrown up by Klax. Lackey to get a second kill for here for Aurora. And the only player able to answer back is Shelfie. Not the start Nine Pandas would have liked. His bomb is down short. Klax moving aggressively. A good dink on towards Glowing. Finished off by Klax. And Ida's Balance should really not be able to get a win here as Klax just swings him. 7-2 start for Klax in Aurora win their first gun round.
Oh, and they switch into a double op setup. Free AWP, why not? What a luxury.
Yeah, well, it's available to you. Go for it.
Very similar defense from Aurora here on Dust2 to open up in the first gun round as they had on Mirage, so I'm going to keep track on if it continues, but prioritizing Catwalk. You remember on Mirage, when Nine Pandas is taken mid, they're swinging 2 off Catwalk frequently to take that fight, 1 in window, 1 in con to kind of join up with it. Doing a very similar thing here with 2 players on Catwalk being aggressive towards Xbox and mid-ramp, and obviously Lackey playing close double doors to kind of combine. So similar philosophies in trying to control the center of the map. Down the stretch on Mirage, it didn't really work, so see if Nine Pandas has a solution for it on Dust2.
The initial aggressive maneuver with Kenzie going up and Klax. He assisted with a flash and then he finished off the final 2 kills for himself. Really gonna be pretty happy about how that round went down for Aurora. Yeah, you can see Kenzie loving that. Let's see how this double op setup works out. Norvi and Deco wielding the snipers together. Resaw immediately having to take a hit here. He's down to a Tech 9. There's the jump around the corner. Ida's Balance just about missing out on the opening chance here against Kenzie.
Stuck on the wall as he tried to evacuate from the grenade as well, so he gets chunked down to 53. Looked like Deco even wanted to slide out with the off the Xbox and take a shot into lower, but thinks better of taking the risk at that junction. There's a very limited utility for Nine Pandas. Smoke 3 flashes. Molotov just used towards Catwalk to help them get control. But no Molotov to force Kenzie off the angle. Shelfie will do it himself. The manual clear. And now if you're Deco with this op, you have to just sink back to CT spawn. You can't watch long, you can't hold back Catwalk. And do Aurora even want to go for this? They're coming up Catwalk to posture for it. But you could lose everything. Good kill. Now a 3v3. But still 2 ops in a retake can be very difficult to manage.
There's a spare rifle down if they want to pick it up, but they have to get close towards short. But Lackey's trying to make the space forward for his teammates. Just balance out towards long. He's going to move up to the car with an AWP, but what a shot from Dilodez. Deco coming long, has to win this fight, and he does. Just balance, put in the ground, but it's still
no
2
kits.
ops. Still 2 ops right now. Yeah, lack of kits, lack of utility, and starting to run out of time. Deco moves into position, dropped down into CT Herd, but Deco, can he really do anything about it? He gets peeked from the site. There's nothing he can do now as Norvi has to back away, save this AWP, and it's going to be a round picked up here for Nine Pandas, 4-1 as they respond.
Deco got so tunnel vision on that drop from Dilodez here in the footsteps towards CT spawn. He never even considered the second player inside the site. They hadn't really seen him yet. Good round from Dilodez, good round from Shelfie as well. The clear on Catwalk is perfect to open up the avenue for Nine Pandas.
Little shake of the head as well from Norvi. Not going to be happy about how this round went down. They realized it was a great opportunity to pick it up, but couldn't get into a position to win the 3v3 at any point.
Nice net!
Love the energy this morning.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Elimination game.
Up against, a team you got a little bit of bad blood with.
Yeah, you've been grinding your ass off leading into this major. Very personal match as well. A lot of these players on both teams, former teammates at different majors, especially Antwerp. You've mentioned it a couple times. A lot of these players in the fours lineup that made it to the challenger stage there. Norvi, Kenzie, Shelfie all playing together at that event.
Yeah, looking to take the next step in their careers. Lackey's got a Nova. He's going to play that into the lower tunnels, and here comes Glowing. Nova, even in close quarters, it sucks, but if he hits the headshot, bring him down, but not to be, as Glowing's able to eradicate him. So the AK-47 coming out on top of that fight. Aurora down into a 4v5.
Brissell just running through all the tracers coming through the smoke from the 5-7, like, Jesus, take the wheel.
Yeah, he's just like, yep, I am just going to trust that the universe has his back.
And it did.
Yeah, he's able to pull it off. So he's into the site, he's got to kill. Aurora down to 3 players. There's not a whole lot of money invested into this round, so they've got plenty of cash to buy into the next. So Aurora just waiting for that buy round to come back. And this is patient from Glowing. Might get his reward as well for his patience as Kenzie walks right into the AK-47. Although the AWP getting involved in the fight, that's a bit risky from Deco, and he just went balls to the wall trying to win it with a USP. So he gets pinned.
That's some nice shooting from Glowing down the stretch.
Yeah. Oh, got the crossover on him, but Glowing shows them how it's done.
Yeah.
4K for Glowing. Started with that kill on the Nova in the lower tunnels, repositioned back to spawn, and takes everybody else out with him.
Timeout for Aurora, as they have not yet gotten into Dust2.
Yeah, one gun round, immediately getting reset in the follow-up. They know there's a really important buy coming right up, so they're going to get Brain on the mic. Brain's been with him for a decent amount, obviously, throughout a few of those wins this year.
He looks like a guy who would name himself Brain.
Yeah, when your coach is called Brain.
Glasses.
His name better be Brian.
Combed hair.
His name is Stepan. It's not even Brian. Brian Brain Siveronov. That would be a great name.
It's a powerful name.
No.
There's Glowing's rounds.
My favorite thing about Brain is he played for one team. And it was from 2014 to 2018. And that team was Team Swag YOLO.
Team Swag YOLO.
Yeah.
All right.
That's like the Skibbity Riz team of like 2014.
It is very 2014 Zoomer, yeah. Well, 5-on-4 in the gun round after the timeout. It's got to be frustrating. Result takes a dink, so he's past the AWP.
Yeah, he is. Let's see what he's able to do with it. Just like that, kill comes in immediately, of course.
He must have spotted him over the top of it, I would imagine. Good response from Clax. Ooh, Dilladez, that's a kill you gave up a little bit early. Aurora have a decent read with 3 players here, but starting to get nervous as it's quiet on the map. Starting to lure back towards middle to make sure it's clear. And a double long setup. They might have heard the running from Catwalk.
Oh, Lackey. Oh, he's about to get peeked. He's not looking the right way, but I think his head's actually managed to get behind the box. Not long enough, though. Shelfie tracks him.
And that kind of an aggressive move just lets 9 Pandas know, you know, there's no one at the B bomb site. If he's pushing and trying to get this kind of a flank defense, they heard the footsteps out towards the long corner as well, so B bomb site is lost, and Deco's got to prioritize the AWP. He can't even think about going for this. Clax only has 29 HP. He can't really think about going for this, so he's going to set up for some exit kills, but 9 Pandas, Aurora's got to be careful. This half is completely out of their control.
Dude, they just lost Echo.
Yeah, and if they're not careful, the whole map is going to just be gone.
Yeah, there's not enough firepower out of them right now at all. I mean, Clax has had a number of kills. He got those early as well in rounds where he was on the pistol and not necessarily the most impactful frags. But overall, it's been a really quiet start to this Dust2 from Aurora in the firepower department. Kenzie's on 2 kills, 0 for Norby, 3 on Deco, 2 on Lackey. You know, this just isn't enough. They're not hitting back. 9 Pandas win this round with 4 players staying alive, and it's 6-1. And they called a timeout ahead of this buy round for Aurora. They do nothing with it. They do absolutely nothing with it. So 6-1, scoreline's just building beautifully here for the T side. And this is for elimination. Aurora currently, as it stands, going home.
It's looking very, very likely at this point. And Result gonna get the victory in that grudge match if it continues. And you hate to see that if you're Aurora.
Dilladez getting some laughs out of his teammates, bringing the vibes.
Vibes are important, Dinko.
They are.
Some would say the most important.
Oh, yeah. Our 10-mans would tell you all about that, Jason. Here's Ines Balance out long. Trying to open up here for an advantage into what they hope will be their 7th round victory here on Dust2. Clax not missing much, though. He's had a great start. The shining light as he goes up against his team, his former team.
He was going to hunt down that kill. Timely Molotov up towards Catwalk we go. Defensive smoke deployed. Even in a 4v5, 9 Pandas applying a good amount of pressure. They'll have advantages later in the round. 4 players on the defense have been lured and sucked towards this A bomb site, opening up the middle of the map, and Lackey's alone at B with an MP9. No one's even watching mid for him.
Glowing. Up the stairs, ripped away by Norvi.
It doesn't even, I mean, at some level that kill doesn't necessarily matter because there's such an advantage on the other side of the map. If they drop this mid to B smoke and get into the B bomb site clean.
No smoke. Going try. Taking a fight.
Swing.
Shall be able to win it, but Norvi goes out again. So it's the second kill for Norvi in this round. Bomb is down in the open, and Norvi got another from the corner. So those kills certainly matter. And Idis Balance is left alone.
For how sharp 9Pandas has been throughout this half, that's a very weird sequence to see them not able to get any kind of a clean fight. And Norvi just saves the day, triple kill. And much like Aurora on Mirage, this could be somewhat of a turning point in the sense that 9Pandas let this round slip away. What, they brought one single M4 into the round?
Yeah. Clax kick things off well. Nice balance, bringing a few more members down here, forcing a few more rebuys out of Aurora.
Counter-terrorists win.
But lost bonus combined with the round victory, and Aurora have got themselves a good amount of cash. This is the opening kill out long. Resalt going for the fight against Clax, loses his life, but it's all Norvi in CT spawn. They just take dry fights, and they think they can win them in CT. Shelfie did with his duel against Deco, but the in-game leader steps up.
This isn't any kind of criticism. I was just amazed that Shelfie couldn't find that kill to the box. I feel like that's one of like the easiest to spam position. Anytime I'm behind that box, I get wrecked.
Yeah.
I feel like you could spam that very, very easily.
Yeah, Norfi got away with him there, didn't he? At least 9Pandas have plenty of money, so they can just get a great buyout again. And they've even got leftover cash too. So it doesn't get any easier for Aurora. The slow start has allowed their opponents to get into a powerful position economically, and they're out mid with a buy here. And Resalt applying pressure along. It's a great molly. Clax forced to further forward.
How has he not even taken a ticket damage?
I don't really understand.
I think it must have popped on the wall or something and not spread nearly as much. Resalt seems to have an idea that someone's here though.
Yeah, he's very locked in on this angle.
There's a smoke for the mid to be split. 3 players coming out mid. Result going to be the isolated player. Smoke broken open, but Kenzie got blind just as it popped.
Dilodes deals of Norfi, and oh my god, no scope for Idis Balance. He'll take that one. Glowing playing into the B bomb site stops Lackey from finding impact at window, and Deco is stuck at long.
Yeah, the Opera, you'll know he was at the A bomb site. Result, good heads up, good instant headshot. That's the op down.
Yeah. I mean, that's great patience, dude. He got 2 kills along for just being so patient.
Yeah. He's gonna have a big smile on his face when he walks over to shake their hands after this game.
Yeah, he's gonna have a grin, that's for sure. Timeout taken here for Aurora, second round, or second timeout rather. Missed opportunity to start building some momentum here. It's been a lot of one and dones for Aurora. Unable to string rounds together. And so Brain does not like what he sees and hopes that he can come up with some of the solutions to get Aurora back into this half.
Well, it's also at about this point, when you're down a map in an elimination series and you're down 7-2, you can very easily have a player or 2, 3, maybe all of them stop truly believing. Atmosphere is probably very negative, very quiet, not a lot of energy, not a lot of emotion in it. And as a coach, sometimes you're just taking a time, like, because that's when ideas stop flowing between players. That's when players stop coming up with solutions, stop talking about, hey, if this happens, let's do this, or hey, this round they're doing this, let's push this. Let's have this kind of a setup. Those ideas really stop flowing, and coach sometimes just takes that time out to give them an idea to try and get them back into the swing of things. But 9Pandas playing with momentum and playing off their previous victories have just battered into the B bomb site. They haven't given it a whole lot of love in the openings. And all of a sudden you have Norvi there alone and he can do nothing to stop the tide.
Quick grenade around the corner on towards Lackey. Idis Balance able to chime in. Lackey going down. Aurora not in a position to go for this. So they're backing off. Their chances will come in a later round, but for now, it is all 9 Pandas. 8-2. This T side just continues to build exponentially, and Aurora's chances start to shrink.
I think it's really solid calling out of 9 Pandas as well. Like, nothing crazy tactically, obviously, but they're just calling with the momentum and calling based off where their previous success is. Super simplistic, but it's being very efficient at the moment.
Terrorists win.
At least 3 plays do save here for Aurora, so they'll be able to get a buyout. Last 2 rounds of this half, though, it's already very tough, and it feels like you need the last 2 to have a shot at coming back into this. If this ends even 9-3, then it's going to be really, really difficult to pull it back if you're Aurora. For all the reasons you've mentioned as well, just from the psychological standpoint. 1 map down already, a mountain to climb. But it all starts with the first step, and there's Deco.
I like this.
Does.
Yeah, but you have your star opper who gets a pick, and now he's trying to make a play based off the back of it.
Hey,
he's forced away, good flashbang,
yeah.
but he's going to stick around. And I mean, again, 8-2. Someone needs to deliver something that's going to get you a little bit energetic, that's going to make you start believing again. And Deco's doing his best to provide that right now.
A couple of kills went down as well. You see 1 dead in the B tunnels, went out long. Result very aggressive. He dies outside of the tunnels. So 9 Pandas trying to flip back at 2v4, but right now looking like Aurora going to get their 3rd round victory. And Deco opened up the round, finds a kill in the middle. Now glowing left in a 1v4. He's going to do as much as he can here, maybe get some damage on the board, but moving into position into the bomb site. Kenzie placed the ramp. Glowing spotted. His teammates all dead. So it's all on him, but he can't stop Deco. He comes up through short and glowing, impaled by the sniper.
This time they hold on, and not enough success from 9 Pandas individually to activate the rest of the team across the map, so they get 3. Final round of the first half, and boy, do Aurora need it.
His balance, and Deco this time taking damage early on, but he's still standing. And while Deco is still alive, there's still a shot at this 4th round victory for Aurora, and he's taking matters into his own hands in back-to-back rounds. Being proactive, being aggressive.
I really like this from Deco. I know, like, it seems so illogical, and it's not a great decision in terms of the textbook of Counter-Strike, but trying to create something for a team that clearly is missing any assertiveness. I don't even mind the play.
Even though it does not work out, but 5v4, 9 Pandas looking to close on a 9th round in this half. Dilodes sends him in that right direction. 3 players left for Aurora. It looks like only 3 rounds will be posted in the half for them in the defense. A lot of work to do in the second. Needs to start with a pistol, needs to start with a conversion. We
saw too when we came into Dust2 the disparity in terms of how much 9 Pandas had played Dust2 versus Aurora, and it's just so clear the comfort level of 9 Pandas on this map. All that being said, as we switch sides, very easy to get lost on a CT side, especially if someone comes out with a hot hand. So if Aurora can find some magic during this halftime, some rousing speech that's going to be in a movie one day. Let's see if 9 Pandas on the defense can slow them down.
They are going to make a movie about this game, Jason. It's true.
Yeah, probably. 18 maps played on Dust2 for 9 Pandas. 9 maps played for Aurora, and the comfort level was staggering. Comfort level difference, I should say.
Well, they've played...
But hey, you know, it's not the greatest Counter-Strike in the world. I mentioned it was simplistic from 9 Pandas. Aurora obviously got beat up, but we be fragging. These guys be gaming out here. They're all going for kills. They're all going for frags. They're all making plays. Yes. It's not just like that. I mentioned when we got here this morning, I was like, you know, this is one of those days with these elimination games where you can see, especially inexperienced players, freeze up. You can see the calling freeze up sometimes, and we just get into these games where it's like, no one wants to make a mistake, so we're just going to play a default for 45 seconds and execute blind. It's not what's happening here today, which is cool to see.
I mean, they've played 4 series this year, and every single one of them won by Aurora. What a time to finally beat them. Elimination day at the RMRs.
All right, double in the B bomb site. 2 players pushing mid. Ooh, that's a nice kill from Shelfie. They play with the most major experience delivering for 9Pandas today.
Well, Dilladez waiting behind the box, restart at the car eventually. With all those missed shots, one will land between the eyes. Dilladez to peek out, and a shutdown in this pistol. Deco on the other side of the map, all of his teammates gone. And he'll do what he can to come back into this with a P250. But he realizes that it's over.
How is that not distracting?
With the little...
Yeah, whatever that is.
The little iced out bean flicking around in the front of your gun?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'd go with.
It's shiny. It's beautiful. And it's gone.
It's not beautiful.
You know
it's not beautiful. Don't lie.
It is I think it's the best charm out of them all.
That's a really sad state of affairs. Good push from Shelfie. And that's just Aurora, like the pressure of the situation, losing track of some details. We've all played a game going into the second half where you're like, guys,
played a game.
We're like, we're down 3-9. Like, we know they're going to be really confident. Watch for pushes. They're going to be peeking everything. They're going to be taking every fight. Nobody having the wherewithal to just say, watch for a push. Assuming it's going to be a standard round.
Still a long road ahead of 9Pandas. If they win this, there's still 1 and 2 at the moment. There's a lot of good teams still you're gonna have to get through to qualify, but just giving yourself that opportunity today in this fashion is going to feel good.
I'll say this. This is why I didn't mind that push from Deco in the last round of the first half when he got legged.
Why is that?
Because that pistol round is just like, that felt like a team that knows they're beaten. That felt like a team that knows they're not going to win this game. I think they've lost. And I think that play from Deco is kind of like, I need to get some faith and belief back in this team, and I'm going to do something a little bit crazy, but if it works, all of a sudden we can have something to get excited about.
Well, unfortunately for Aurora, it did not work. They don't even get the bomb plant. No money to talk of. I mean, Deco has to go to a scout. The AKs are out. But the bomb plant, when it went down, it would have been a little bit more comfortable for them. Good shot from Deco in this round. It's the small victories right now that you're going to have to take if you're Aurora. And 9Pandas realize that they're about to take victory here.
He's living his best life.
He really is. Pressure here on Resalt.
What
oh my god, how has he got away with that, Jason? Would have been a little ridiculous if he got a second. Now Shalfie aggressive. Oh, into the lower tunnels. Look at the timing. Oh, he got the damn. But Clack's able to come back to it. Can't get Dilladez, so trades in. Just so much confidence right now in 9Pandas. They are taking every single fight, every single peek. Jumping into the open and getting away with it. It is wild, but it is effective.
Aki's got a chance to reset if he wants it. Gonna resmoke the long cross. Both defenders here. He needs some absolute bangers.
They group up together and make it impossible. Glowing takes the first kill immediately. 12-3, 9Pandas on series point. And for Aurora, they are about to be eliminated from the EU RMR. So much history between the two squads. So many victories this year from Aurora. But none of those matches matter as much as this one. And right now it is 9Pandas showing up on the day. The move for Resalt about to be vindicated. But both teams may be eliminated from the RMR at different points.
True. I mean, yeah, it's still going to be a tough affair for 9Pandas.
Especially with the upsets that have happened in this EU RMR, right? You've got Team Spirit versus G2 a little bit later today. One of those teams is going to be 2-2. But that being said, I wouldn't want to be one of those teams going up against 9Pandas. Like this is a team you don't want to have to play in a 2-2 game.
No, they can aim. And coming off a game like this that's going to mean so much to them personally, you never know what kind of momentum they're going to be able to bring forward into their next matches as well. This might be light a fire underneath them that allows them to move forward to that next match. brimming with confidence.
Yeah, many of these players obviously involved in the last RMR when 9 Pandas had to show tenacity and pull off the qualification throughout the last chance qualifiers. So we know they can go down to the final chances of the RMR and still dig deep enough to get the job done. Kenzie about to come through this mid-smoke. Oh, Shalfie, that timing is unfortunate for him and he can't get his gun out in time. So Kenzie takes a risk to the smoke. Nothing to lose, everything to gain, and a kill to kick things off.
If you're Shelfie, though, you can laugh that one off. That's a play of desperation that just happens to work out for Kenzie.
Diladez is taking a lot of damage on board, so this B play, there's going to be no resistance for it. Aurora about to get into the B bomb site.
No, and you save. You eventually save when they realize the B bomb site is the target and is overrun. Actually, they're not going in.
Oh no.
And now, now they have to go back.
Now you have to go back to B, but what?
Do Diladez and Glowing realize this? Do they?
Oh, he could get here in time. He could get here and shut this down. He can at least take one, and it's a kill on towards Klax. Now they're doubled up. Diladez melting them as they don't get through the B bomb site. This is a desperate way to close for Aurora. Devastating finish to the game. 9 Pandas knock Aurora out. Result is vindicated in his move, and this is a day of celebration for 9 Pandas as their major dream lives on, and Aurora, their chances will come next year.
He came, he saw, he thought.
He did.